I'm surprised it's not a little bit more overclock.
Well, I mean, look, it's still very early on. Still time to change up your class. I'm sure they have an overclock class, but look at Zuma with the flak jacket on right now. I think as he realizes that nobody from TK is going to be using grenades, he's going to switch it out. Yeah, because this, part of that probably is because this opening break is so important. You don't really get an advantage out of having overclock and that mayhem at drone spawn early on. Flakjack maybe helping you out a little bit more. But just some trading going on. No one really able to get into a dominant position yet. Sharp going to be dealing with pressure from a couple players soon, but he's got some teammates coming in the back as well. Just everyone trying to get control. Now Zuma is the man to watch because as you see, he is wrapping around the behind. Mr. Flanks. So I'm not sure if he wants to flank here or if he just wants to hold mid position for his team to wrap the drone there. He could obviously do both, and it looks like he's going to choose to flank. Finds one player, takes him down, and that's 3 for TK. Oh, no! Theory! No! Not like this! Oh! You just throw up a little in your mouth? That's pretty
Theory and Neslo are going to COD prison tonight.
that was pretty bad. You got to finish kills like that, especially an important kill. That leads Faze into a quick score there.
All right, so back to the action. Faze is going to get one on the board as I've lost all feeling in my body. Enable grabs the drone for a split second before being taken out.
And Zuma around the back once again.
Yeah, he is
Zuma back at it again with the flank.
he's such a nuisance, man. All through Advanced Warfare, that was his thing. You get behind. It's not as big in this game because the speed a little bit slower. You can't flank as quickly and you get punished for it at times. But when you can pull off a successful flank, when you trust your teammates enough to play kind of a 3v4, it can
Zuma
really
back
punish.
at it again with the flank.
What do you know? Behind TK at all times. It's the most annoying thing to deal with.
Honestly, it's worth just playing backwards.
I don't know, man. It's crazy the impact this guy can have. At first, it felt like some people didn't give him credit in AW. You know, they just said all he did was flank. All he did was flank.
Well,
but when you successfully
honestly, when he broke out
this many
into the
times,
scene, he was mainly an S&D player.
All of his kills are from behind. Every single one has been shooting someone in the back.
This is like his 4th flank, and he's died 4 times.
Stop it, Zuma. Stop it.
Sharp, he's got a big job to do right here. If he could maintain this position for his team, this will give TK some good forward position to work. The teammate gets popped here, and he doesn't. What is going on with TK, man?
I mean, well, honestly, right now they got a 1-1 tie. I'm feeling good if I'm TK. They've got a tie game, but they haven't really been able to get any control and move forward. Now you can see the aggression coming from Enable. Zuma picks up 1. He's the lead blocker. Or sorry, Attach picks up 1. Attach picks up 2.
He might decide to double back to mid.
Yeah, go slam this home. Get your Vince Carter on.
He's got a heat wave.
There's one. There's one to deal with.
What?
Okay, are you guys shooting at each other? What is TK looking at? There were 2 players there.
It was like, oh, do you want to dunk? We'll let you dunk.
Yeah, you know, put it through. Maybe if you guys dunk, ultimately you'll let us dunk later.
Yeah, definitely some.
Wait, now who was that? Who was that that put through the dunk?
I think it was Attached because he had heat wave. Oh no, whoever had heat wave.
Oh, I was about to say, was the player maybe? You know, there's that camo glitch sometimes. Thought maybe he was camo. We didn't realize, but you're right. No, he was the heat wave player.
Camo got banned out, Maven.
Oh yeah, good point. So he definitely. Well, okay, that play looked so ridiculous that I thought he had to have been invisible. I'm sorry.
I'm just giving you some.
God, man, I'm trying to find an excuse here for TK. Let me go.
It's funny because we were just talking about forgetting some of the stuff that makes it through the banner protects, but Clayster, he's already got Tempest used now.
We got to see it a second time. It did not help me. Attach getting his Zuma on as he shoots someone in the back. 3-1 lead right now for Faze, and everyone rotating now back to drone. Sharp set up here to try and deal with some pressure from mid steps, and not going to win it. That's Attach going on a bit of a spree. He's 7-6 on a 3 streak right now.
Goon's like, I'm not letting you flank me again.
You might as well have somebody that's watched that mid door on their spawn side the entire game. Like, just don't leave. Oh, is that Neslo getting some revenge?
So I switched over, yeah.
That was Neslo getting revenge. There you go, pal. You just killed somebody with kinetic armor, got the headshot. That's a feel-good kill.
Yeah, Clayster's going to bring out the Tempest right here as the drone being moved forward a little bit from the guys over on TK, but they got one player coming around the flank. Clayster unable to pick up that kill. It's all up to Zuma now. Some big defensive plays that happen from him, but he gets shut down. This might be a dunk opportunity for TK. It's going to be Theory make his way closer to the goal.
Oh, what? No!
All right.
Theory is still recovering from getting turned on, I guess, because that wasn't close. Theory, I'm sorry, man. I really do love you, but come on.
Obstructing his view.
Come on. Come on.
He's going to have a chance at redemption. That one does go in.
There we go.
This should be a tie game right now.
Holy hell. That was an interesting half of uplink.
You know, you're talking about some more Maven mishaps plays. We got a couple in this series for you already.
I have the entire month of March covered in this first side of uplink.
Yeah, we'll have to
Lord
make note
mercy.
of those after tonight is over. But, you know, Faze, for the most part, I think they're pretty happy having a lead. You know, coming off, you know, maybe the weaker side here in evac uplink, and immediately Zuma's going to go ahead and bring out the scythe.
All right, second half. 1 point lead for Faze. TK definitely in striking distance here. Can they score early? Sharp's going to have the drone. He wants to work around the outside wall run. There's two players in front that potentially can deal with him here, but he has the heat wave. He's going to pop it. This might give an opportunity for a 1 point toss, but they have two players there to deal with it.
And he stays alive?
Oh, Clayster with the movement. Usually one of the worst movements
he
of the game.
Usually he would fall off the map by now, but
able to stay alive and get the reset here. Take a look. You see an HC out right now. I believe that's going to be Attach. Attach is aggressively pushing that towards AC. Thankfully for the TK side, that player did have flak jacket. Now Attach is going to have drone in hand. 4 minutes on the clock, trying to add a little bit of cushion to this lead. His 1 point margin certainly not safe for now, but they
you
are
can see
on the
exactly what they're waiting for. They have no forward position to work with.
Yeah, very
so
true.
they're waiting for Zuma to make a play here.
And what do you know? Zuma makes a play, gets one, might get two, but Neslo blasts him in the face with the shot of electricity. Enable, though, answering back with a couple of his own. Sharp, however, in a good position, but Attach all by his lonesome. Pounding one home there. 5-2 advantage for Faze in game 3.
And now look, everybody on TK is worried about Attach. He does waste his kinetic armor there, but Gunjar, fortunately for TK, he's able to push over towards glass, and now he's going to contest towards that neutral drone. Might spot Zuma here in the water as well. It's going to be Theory pick up that kill. Now things starting to go in TK's favor. The scythe is actually going to get brought out from Gunjar.
Yeah, you've got Neslo pushed up. You've got Goon with the scythe here. You need a dunk. You need to get a dunk in, but they're going to take the 1 pointer. I think you had enough control there that you could work it for 2, but there's still a lot of time. You've got over 3 minutes to go.
Zuma back at it again.
What do you know? Coming in. Trying to get behind.
Is he going to be able to close the gap?
And he might clutch this. He might clutch this with a flank. Is he going to do it? Goon still picking up kills. Drone down. Goon's the only one left there. He still has the side. If he gets this one kill, that would have been nice to win, as he might have been able to get off a 1 point toss, but now it's going to be Sharp by himself. Drone down, not able to tag that player as he wraps across, and now it's going to be control here for Faze as they opt to move forward. He tosses it across. I love the play there. Not able to clean up the kill, though.
We need a new stat. How many times does Zuma flank per map? COD stats, get on it.
It's a disgusting amount.
Seems like every time I highlight him on the mini-map, he's coming around behind enemy lines as Attach. A big win on Theory right there.
It's not easy to do quickly on mini-maps. This is a map where you can.
Yeah.
This is actually the only map you can probably flank really, really quickly.
It's so tough to keep track of him, too.
Oh, yeah, it is. And you can tell that the players are worried about that flank. But now they're trying to get set up here. Clayster going over the top. I think he bumped the wall as he got that
interception from Gunjar.
Yeah, I think he bumped the wall, too. I don't know if it was on target or not, but Goon, nice play there. 2 minutes left. 2 point lead.
TK, they're just fighting in their base.
Yep.
They need to find a way to stabilize.
And who's in the back of their base? They have somebody set up pretty nicely here.
All right, they stopped the dunk that time.
Nabel gets greedy for the dunk, but Zuma's still here. Zuma's still here picking up kills. Drone is still down, but there's 2 players here to deal with it. They're going to shut it down. And that 1 point toss for Nabel would have been big with this amount of time on the clock. Make this a 2-possession game. Yeah, I think you take the 1 point toss there for sure.
Maybe Faze getting a little bit greedy, but they have control of the neutral drone area. You're going to have Attach picking this one up, and he's going to be in a position to get this 1 point toss off. You do have a player over near top AC. It looks like it's going to be Gunjar, and just like that, he lines it up, and he sinks the shot.
There you go.
Good stuff coming from Faze, but 3 of them go down. It's going to be Zuma off respawn, pushing right towards that neutral drone, and, you know, in the previous games, they banned out Afterburner. I think that's exactly why Zuma's been able to flank around so quickly, is because he's been using Afterburner a lot here.
Yeah, solely. The most important weapon on Zuma right now is his Afterburner. Just getting in behind constantly. Now, Sharp, I feel like this is the first time we've seen them even get aggressive on Faze's half of the map here, trying to get outside. Last time he got shut down here with the heat wave, but now he goes over the top. I don't know if that was on. Nope, it comes up short, but he gets the kill. This could work out brilliantly. He pops the heat wave, nobody there, just gets the dunk. Big play from Sharp. The miss ends up working out. I don't know if he did that intentionally. Oh, God. And that's
But they need a 1-point toss. They have the positioning to work with. Goonjar needs at least one
Get
kill
up
here.
top. You got to bury this. This is your
No,
chance.
that's
Theory
tough.
doesn't get it off. Clay comes up with 2 big kills.
Well, Goonjar doesn't get that kill.
They can just run around the outside of the map now. Just waste some time.
Yeah, you could just wall run back and forth and just pivot.
If Goon gets that 1 kill,
But I mean, do you trust Clayster pivoting on the outside of the map here?
No. I don't trust him even near a wall. Oh, God. Oh, just be careful.
Just be careful.
No.
It's going to happen.
It looks so scary all the time. Like, some people look so smooth. I feel like Clay's going to fall off the map every time he gets near a wall. But that's going to reset. They might have
Just
one
toss it.
opportunity.
Yep,
nope,
that'll
it's going to
do
go to Navel. Navel tosses it forward, and that should be all she wrote. Attach Zuma coming in on the kill feed. 6-5 game.
That was really close, though.
Oh, God, I feel like that's just a dagger. That hurts Team Kaliber, man. It's such a close
You ready?
game.
If Theory hits that toss, from being right next to the goal,
Be a tie game.
TK tied up.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard.
If they stop.
You can't pick one moment, I know, but there were a bunch.
Yeah.
But you saw, Navel didn't get one off as well for the side of Faze, so it's hard to blame one person or one play, but it's, when you see those misses, and this is a map specifically, well, I guess you could say it for any uplink, but you have to make your 1-point throws.
Look, there are some very straightforward 1-point tosses on this map, specifically over the corners of like each building on both sides, that players are well practiced by now, and that's not one that you should be missing. I mean, look, that throw from Theory, not one you should really ever miss.
Well, that was from AC, right? That was the point-blank one. Yeah, that's not over a building.
That was like from me to you.
Yeah, it's got to go through. You have to make it. I know players aren't perfect. You miss it, just like an NBA player. Best free throw shooter in the game is you still miss from time to time.
So.
It happens, but that's brutal when you end up losing by 1. It almost hurts less if you lose by 10. But when you lose by 1, can be very, very painful, but they're still alive. They won the hard point.
They found a way to force the CTF.
And we will get to CTF breach. But, again, the favorites in this one still going to be Faze.
Yeah.
Can they close it out here? Can TK get to a game 5? It's mind-blowing to think, TK wins the hardest one, I think, the hard point against Faze. And now they still might just get thrown away here in 3 in a row.
Right. So I think CTF is a good game mode for TK, but they need to find a way to rebound from, that search and destroy. And, they've had a lot of mishaps, maybe some miscommunication as well, but, ultimately some missed plays in these last 2 maps. They need to find a way to just shake it off. Going into this next map, regain composure, settle down, get everybody on the same page, and start talking about the CTF.
Very, very true. Now, let's take a look at some highlights here. In uplink is the guys of Faze coming up clutch, able to get the 1-point victory. Now, are they switching sides next time?
Yeah, they're switching teams.
They are? Okay, thank you. I was just looking at this as we get it set up for the next map here. But what can, I mean, the answer for me of what TK can do in CTF against Faze is just slow it down. I mean, thankfully for them, it's a game type that kind of leads to slower play.
Theory, by the way.
I don't. That's just one you can't miss.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that. Not trying to roast. I don't want to point fingers, but it's a throw you have to make. You have to.
In the end, it was Faze holding on as a TK for the majority of that second side. They were playing it from their base, and that was the one thing that hurt them is, they spent so much time just trying to settle down and stabilize and get control of their side of the map.
Yeah.
They weren't putting pressure onto the Faze side of the map.
That's kind of the difference for me between uplink and CTF. CTF is as much about control as it is about counters. You get control, you get a couple down, there's that counter. Uplink is just about getting control and holding on to it for 4 straight minutes. I mean, you can really get set up, and if you play wisely, if you spawn them out, if you can control, whether they try to overextend right back, you can really lock it down for long periods of time. That's kind of the key difference, I think, with CTF for me. And Faze did it. I mean, you saw it just looked like a frustrating 3 straight minutes on that second side from TK as they were just trying to get the drone in hand, trying to get forward.
Yeah, CTF for me is a game mode about perfection. You can't make mistakes. One small mistake, one misrotation, you let one player sneak by, maybe you don't check